Isn't it remarkable that we as starseeds chose to be on this earth? We were somewhere where we heard the call to come to earth because this is the time of ascension. I'm not telling you anything new, but isn't it amazing that all over this globe, all over this world, there is this starseeds here, there, and I imagine there's this whole globe with lights, boop, 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 all over the globe. With all the starseeds, those that are waking up. I mean, there's so many people at this moment realizing, I might be a starseed. I love the stars. I'm looking at the stars, or I feel different. I feel I am the black sheep in the family. I am different. I feel different. I remember that I had moments I felt, this is not my family. I don't know why I'm here, but they don't belong to me. Somehow I felt as a small kid. That feeling of I am different, I am alone. And now you might say a lot of people have it, but the more you dive into it and the more you start to awaken to there is more than my five senses and the reality I brought up in. You might be interested in extraterrestrials and start to discover, hey, actually I had most of my lives outside this planet Earth. And I'm here now for a reason. You're here now for a reason. An absolute amazing reason that the prophecy Earth that will end all wars of wars that are going on in the galaxy are this race, the humans, and we are part of that because we are born into this human body. We are part of the human race. And what is that prophecy about? It is, in short, that there's so much galactic wars have gone on, still going on, all happening simultaneously, right? And that there is this human species that is able to come from the darkness, to come from the heaviness, to come from conflicts, from wars, from density, raising itself, raising its frequency, raising out of the density, out of the mud, into the light, in a lifetime, in it, something that has not been seen, as far as I understand, anywhere else. But what I want to say is that you are not alone. We are not alone. There's so many of us. And isn't it then beautiful that we are connecting back to each other? I have my Starseed Living Facebook group where we connect. I have my mentorship program, and we have those 5-day journeys that I do every 1 or 2 months. Welcome to join. There's so many starseeds everywhere, and what we're doing by stepping into our power, shining our light, is that we form a grid around the earth. I made a video of that quite a while ago. Let me put it in the comments, where I talk about the grid that we starseeds are here. It was a very channeled message that we are building a grid above the 3D grid, a grid of light. You can call it the 5D grid. I think I called it like that back then. Is that we connecting, if we know it or not, as starseeds all over the world to create a new grid. The grid is, I'm getting the information, the grid is being done. It's done. There's no work to be done, right? Holding up that grid, strengthening that grid. And the more you step into your light, the stronger that grid is. And what does that do? It puts a frame around Earth where there's so much light that it's easier for people to awaken, or there's just more awakening happening. Let's put it like that. But it's easier because there is already so much light. Yeah, and of course there's solar flares and there's galactic support and there's so much happening. But let's talk about what we are here as humans, whatever your background is, whatever your past lives are, as humans, what we are creating here in this beautiful planet Earth, supporting that ascension by just being your light, by just existing, by just stepping more in what you are And if you don't know how to do that, please come to my 5-day, it's free 5-day journey. I do them regular. Have a look at my website, ellisroorda.com. And you find the next one there. Join me there, because there we really tap more into connecting with your higher self and start realizing you are that higher self, feeling it, being it, experiencing it, and from there do life, so that all aspects of your life actually start shining and flowing, bringing in all that you are, right? Because that's what you're here to bring. Feel the energy surging through me while saying that. You beautiful starseed. And I need to repeat what I've just been saying. I get very guided here at this moment. You beautiful starseed, you beautiful being, you courageous being coming to this earth in this lower density, forgetting who you are, starting to remember slowly, feeling you're not one of those that are around you, feeling different, suffering from trauma because you choose to come into a traumatic situation, because that will start you on a searching path, didn't it? Right? I think it did. Because otherwise you would be listening to this. So you start waking up quicker to who you are. Well, for me, it took a long time before that happened, because I was so resisting it. Didn't matter. I'm here now, knowing who I am, that beautiful starseed, very connected with the Arcturians, finding my way here in this planet. So that whole process, so courageous, because you thought, I can do that. Sure, I can do that. And those that are chosen for this job, those that are chosen to come to Earth to support the ascension, are not the ones that are, let me put it the other way, are the ones that they thought you are capable to do this. And you are. Of course you are. You're so powerful. Absolutely a powerful, beaming being of light. And now there is that humanness, that thinking you have to figure it out, you have to be someone, be somewhere. I talk to so many starseeds, which is such a joy because of the work I do. And so many have the feeling I need to be someone because there I'm more connected, and that's where I can contribute more, or that's where I start feeling my gifts, and that's where I'm in a better place, because now I'm not. No, you are exactly where you need to be, and you are already that, right? You are this beautiful, amazing, loving, light being that is here to change the world. And it needs to be said, really. It needs to be said. You're here to change the world, and we're doing it together, but you as well. And I don't get all like, but I'm not showing up enough. Of course you are. Of course you are. You are showing up more and more. You're listening to this. You're ready for this. You're ready. There's nothing you need to step into. It's already there. You're already amazing. You're already this beautiful beaming being. Pure love. That's what you are. It's already here in your composition. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to achieve. There's no more things to learn. You might want to do that because it's fun to do that, but not because of lack. I'm not there and I need to get all this information, all this knowledge, all this wisdom, all these skills, because then I'm good enough. Then I'm really contributing to this earth and this ascension, because I feel the pressure. There's no pressure. There's nothing to go. There's none of that. And yes, you can do all of that. You can learn and have more information because it's fun. It's a joy to read about it because there's so much recognition. But all that there is that you need to know, or wherever you need to be, is here in alignment with what you already are. It is closer than you think. You're sitting on gold, basically. You're sitting on gold. Just lift your ass and see what is below it. Language, Alice, language. But you know what I mean, right? There's so much that you already are. And again, it's not like look there because you haven't seen it. It is there even if you're not aware of it. You're already shining your light even if you're not aware of it. But it will shine so much brighter if you become aware. What are you putting in front of it? You putting curtains, fields in front of it by your humanness. And that's the fun of being human. Because we do that. Because we think we need a heart to achieve something. We need to give to the world, because that's how we help ascension. Yeah, but first, can we take all these layers away, please, of doing all these things? So you can just be your shining self, and giving is just a natural. There's no effort. It just comes from a you full of energy, so it's not draining your energy. And that's a good one indication. If you do anything that is draining your energy, don't. You might say, but I need to raise my kids. Okay, yes. The things that you need to do because it's your task. But can you see them not as needing to do them, but as a gift for you that you have chosen and you have been given to bring into this world? A child, for example. The gratitude in there, the love in there, the beauty in there. And if you feel I need to do more than just raising my kid, I need to contribute, you being an amazing parent and shining your light in that concept of you raising a child and getting back from your child and seeing it blossom, making you blossom, and you coming from your fullness, seeing your child full as it is. That's powerful. That is absolutely enough. Absolutely enough. And then you also need to give and want to. That's an extra. That's not a must. You're already doing enough. And actually, you're doing enough by just being you. But let's then lean in being you, please. Let's lean into all that you are. Okay, I want you, and we finish with that. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. And I want you to imagine the softest, most relaxed seat or couch that when you, don't go in there yet, that when you sit in it, you sink in it and you never want to come out. That's how soft and pleasant it is. So let us just now fall back in your mind in that seat or that couch that is so relaxed and soft and pleasant that your whole body feels as if it disappears in it. You being carried in that chair, in that seat. You being held, you being loved in that seat. You're coming home. And do you feel here that when you're there and give yourself over to the pleasant of surrendering into that seat, that at this moment in time, there is nowhere you need to be other than just here in this seat. There's nothing you need to do than just surrender to, this is being it. You don't need to think of anything for a moment, just a moment. Just stay with it. Everything else will come the moment you get out of the seat. It will not walk away. But now that you're here in this moment in time, together with all of us relaxing in that seat, surrendering to the nothingness, not being something, not having to do something, show up in a way, just be and relax and surrender to all that you are. No, don't think. Nothing you have to think about. Take a deep breath and that is good. This is a glimpse of what it is when you're not so busy as a human. Come home. And now I want to ask you, because I want to finish, for you to come up, sit up, slowly push yourself up while you stay in that feeling of beingness. Stay in that feeling. I am already here. I'm surrender. I have arrived. So while you sit up, see if you can hold on to that feeling. And then imagine that you're standing up, holding on to that feeling of beingness. And then imagine you going through life holding on to that feeling of beingness. Your awareness can be there and with what you're doing. Right? I said it the other day. You can drive a car while having a conversation, your awareness being at 2 points at the same time. You can do whatever and dream off somewhere else and still do what you do. You're very good in having your awareness in several places at the same time. So don't tell me you're not capable. And maybe it needs more practice. Then practice, if that's what excites you. All right. We're finishing here. If this is something you like, I want to ask you to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It's free. It's a beautiful thank you to what I have been giving you here. Being part of this beautiful Starseed community, coming together here every week on YouTube and within my Starseed Living Facebook group. And those 5 days events, we're going to start one soon, and I'm so excited to do that together with you Starseeds. Much love. Beautiful you. It was a pleasure connecting with you, and I'm looking forward to see you next Monday. Bye-bye.